Hi, it's Isabo, the witch from Cleveland. I'm having a little bit of a sinus headache right now. My allergies are really getting to me. So if I look a little swollen and ick, you know why. Um, we're going to talk about our chakras and the seven rights. This again is from the book Eastern Body, Western Mind. Chakra 1, the right to be here. This was something that was hard for me because I was the scapegoat. And being the scapegoat, one of the things I was told is I didn't, have a right to be here. Basically, I was made to feel like I ruined everybody's life and I made everything hard for everybody just being alive. So, the right to be here, without the right to be here, few other rights can be reclaimed. Do we have the right to take up space? Do we have the right to establish individuality? Do we have the right to take care of ourselves? The right to be here is a foundation of our survival and security. And that's basically what it undermines. Being the scapegoat of of your family or of your marriage makes it like it undermines your security, your self security. This correlity to the right to have, the right to need, or the right to need, especially the right to survive. I may grasp my right to be here, but still have trouble allowing myself to have such things as time to myself, pleasure, money, possessions, love, or praise. Not being able to have something is like owning a bookcase without shelves, basically. You being the bookcase with no shelves inside. Let's see. If there is no place in the system in which to store things, which is what your first chakra is there for, and no effective process of obtaining them, then we find ourselves in a consistent state of depravity, even when help is offered. Unwanted child doubts his or her own right to be here and may have difficulty obtaining necessities later in life. Or a healthy environment, our right to have has been curtailed. We often question our life many times. The right to have underlies the ability to contain, hold, keep, and manifest all aspects of a healthy first chakra. So that's the first chakra. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read the second one. The right to feel. And this was another one that was used against me. How can you express your emotions like that? Or with my mom is, that's not how you should feel. My dad was, you were being a pansy, you're being a wimp because you cried, because you had a feeling, because you got your feelings hurt. You were being a wimp. You were being a kid who had feelings. Oh, I'm making myself mad. Okay. Feeling is a way we obtain important information about our well-being. When the right to feel is impaired, we become out of touch with ourselves, numb, and disconnected. Uh, corollary. A corollary of this right is the right to want. If we cannot feel, it is very difficult to know what we want. Our right to enjoy healthy sexuality is is intimately connected to our right to feel. Wow. The right to act is chakra 3. The right to act. Cultures with narrowly defined behavioral patterns impair the right to act through fear of punishment and enforcement of blind obedience. When the right to act is restricted, will and spontaneity go with it, and our vitality increases. But that we do not need freedom to develop our inner authority. I'm sorry. This does not imply that the third chakra profits from senseless or whimsical acts, but that we do need freedom to develop our inner authority. The corollary is the right to feel free. So, third chakra, the right to act and the right to feel free. It's very important. That was also another one that's basically, I found that all 7 of my chakras were held back or held down or damaged or harmed during my childhood and my marriage. The right to love or be loved. This can also come along with we can only show you love if this, or we can only show you love if that. And that correlates to later in life, that you yourself can only give yourself these things if you do this, or you can only give yourself, this if you do that. If you can get all this done, then you can be proud of yourself. But or you can love yourself, or you could take care of yourself if you have all this, or you do all that. That's self-abuse. It keeps all of your fourth chakra down. This is the central chakra in the system of 7. The right to love is harmed when any of the other rights are lost or damaged. The right to love is further damaged by racial strife, cultural prejudice, war, or anything that forces enmity between groups as well as poor self-esteem, broken will, and the inability to feel or communicate. This damage appears in judgmental attitudes towards men loving men and women loving women. This damage can happen in a parent's ability to love and care for their child. Okay, chakra 5, the right to speak and hear truth. This right is damaged when we are not allowed to speak truthfully in our family. Don't talk to me like that, young man, or don't talk to me like that, young woman, little girl, whatever. This includes not being heard when we speak, keeping family secrets, having to defend your words. My dad would turn around and go, if I said that hurts my feelings. What do you mean that hurts your feelings? What do you mean? Like, you have to defend what you just said. And he did that with everything. In other words, he didn't have to take any responsibility for what came out of his mouth. You have to defend it. So, and my ex would do the same thing. This includes not being heard when we speak, keeping family secrets, and not being spoken to honestly, being lied to all the time where you didn't know what was the truth and what was a lie. Yeah, I had that relationship. Yep. When our parents, culture, government lie to us, there is an abuse of this right. Learning clear communication is essential to reclaiming this right. So this is the right to speak and hear the truth. Chakra 5. Okay. So chakra 6, the right to see. The right is damaged when we are told that our perspective is not real. I went through a lot of this as well. When things are deliberately hidden and denied, such as parental drinking. That's my dad and my brother. Oh, hell, and my sister. And when the breadth of our vision is discounted, meaning we're told that we didn't see what we saw, or we misunderstood what we saw. And having it, it wasn't as bad as it looked, When children see things that are beyond the scope of their understanding, or when angry or frightening scenes occur frequently, children diminish their own ability to see, which was, This may affect both physical vision and subtler psychic perceptions. It damages your intuition, because this and not being able to feel, being told your feelings are not what they're supposed to be. Which one was that? The feel. That was chakra 2. And that's the sacral and the, let's see. Is that the heart? Yeah, and the heart, which are intuition. The right to see. I'm sorry. Right, that's here. 6. And sacral and the heart are all within it, together with intuition. The right to know. This includes the right to accurate information, the right to truth, the right to knowledge, and the right to simply know what's going on. Certainly, education is part of knowledge. Equally important are the spiritual rights, the right to connect with the divine in whatever way we find most appropriate. To force one another in a spiritual dogma infringes upon the 7th chakra, personal and spiritual rights. To deny information and education is to close down the natural questing of the 7th chakra. So these are the 7 rights of the chakras: to know, to hear, to be here, to feel, to act, to love, to speak, to see, and to know. I love you, brothers and sisters. I hope this helped you a little bit. I'll be reading more and bringing more to you later. Peace. Yes, I will take care of this. I gotta go get some Zyrtex. Bye-bye.